Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest football players and probably one of the greatest athletes of all time. And he's also one of the highest paid. His current net worth is $500 million, and that number is sure to grow as time goes on. And when you're worth that much money, you're spending it on all of the finer things in life. So join us for today's video, where we take a look at how Cristiano Ronaldo spends his millions. Ronaldo owns homes all over the world, so he can stay at his personal pad wherever he travels. When he flies to Madrid, he's staying in his $5.8 million home known as La Finca Villa, and this palatial home is part of an exclusive gated community. Walk up to the front door of the minimalist concrete design home and you'll see the initials CR, reminding you of whose house this is. When you walk inside, the house is adorned with eclectic yet modern furniture, art pieces and ornaments on the walls. Glass and marbled surfaces seem to be the football star's favorite materials, and they're used throughout the house probably so Ronaldo can see his reflection wherever he goes. He owns another home in Marbella, and the Spanish villa may be his cheapest, but it's still worth $1.6 million. It also sits in an exclusive development along the coast, and the likes of Conor McGregor and Thomas Sorensen are just a few of his famous neighbors. Ronaldo also stays in a double villa in Turin, Italy, that sits on a private road in a gated community with round-the-clock security. Costing him about $50,000 a day in rent, the two connected villas have separate entrances, large gardens, a swimming pool, and, of course, a private gym. The villa sits on a hill surrounded by lots of lush vegetation, giving it plenty of privacy from any prying eyes that may make it past security. But it also prevents any nosy neighbors from looking inside. Because of the villa's altitude, it gives him plenty of views of the city with hills on one side and a river on the other. In his home country of Portugal, Ronaldo is the owner of a 7-story, $8.5 million home in Madeira. The history of this home is an interesting one, as it once housed a local Madeira newspaper and was even a nightclub. Now it's the perfect getaway spot for Ronaldo with his fiancée, their kids, and his mother during their quarantine. The rooftop pool overlooks the stunning Atlantic Ocean and the beach, and is the perfect place to unwind after a hard-fought game. But the rooftop isn't the only place in the house with views. The main living area has double-height floor-to-ceiling windows, allowing natural light to pour in, as well as the pink hues of the Portuguese sunset. And while he doesn't spend as much time there, Ronaldo has an apartment in the city that never sleeps. In 2015, he bought an $18.5 million Trump Tower apartment in New York, with one-of-a-kind views of Central Park. The New York home is one of the few that doesn't have its own football pitch, but with the park just a stone's throw away, he can play a pickup game with the locals. But even though the football star has homes around the world, sometimes he needs to get away from it all. He's been seen taking vacations with his fiancée Georgina and his children on some seriously expensive yachts in some exotic locales. The family spent over $221,000 a week chartering the 155-foot yacht Africa to take them through the French Riviera. The yacht was designed by famous Italian shipyard Bonetti and refurbished just in time for Ronaldo's time off. It's big enough to accommodate 12 guests across 6 cabins, including the master suite. And seeing as how the Ronaldo family has just 6 members, that's a whole lot of space for them to enjoy. The yacht has a bar, inflatable water slide, multiple jet skis, sea bobs for diving, and, you guessed it, a gym on board. It takes 9 crew members to keep everything up and running, and to make sure the guests are fully attended to. They took the Africa to the seaside city of Viareggio in Italy, where they moored up the yacht to stay at an even grander hotel in Forte dei Marmi. And let's not forget about the luxury villa Methoni Royal in Greece that ran him close to $10,000 a night for 7 nights. So during his Greek getaway with Georgina, he spent close to $70,000 on accommodations alone. One can only imagine how much he spent on the hotel's amenities, restaurants, and nights out on the town. The Villa Mathoni Royal has 2,100 square feet of interior space and is just steps away from the white sands of the private Dunes beach. So Ronaldo could kick around the football with his kids or enjoy romantic seaside walks anytime he wants, away from the rest of the world. They were also able to take full advantage of the 24-hour butler service, a private shuttle to and from the airport, and the gourmet chef who was at the ready to prepare breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even some quality barbecue. But the real reason for the Greek vacation was Cristiano Jr.'s birthday, and the sports superstar treated his son to a football-shaped cake made especially by the villa's staff. But what is perhaps most impressive about this villa is the private helipad that guests have full round-the-clock access to. Ronaldo's holidays blow everyone else's out of the water. And with hundreds of thousands of dollars flowing into his bank account every week, price doesn't really matter. But don't think that Ronaldo's spending stops at homes and vacations. The man also has an affinity for jewelry and other shiny things. When he accepted the award for Player of the Century, he was wearing close to $750,000 worth of jewelry on one hand alone. Then there's the engagement ring, which cost another $250,000 for his fiancée Georgina. He's also purchased a $120,000 watch from Jacob & Co., but he's since upgraded with his favorite $1.5 million white diamond-encrusted Franck Muller watch. He's also been seen wearing a Rolex GMT Master Ice made with 18-karat gold and hundreds of 30-karat diamonds. Want to guess how much this Rolex ran him? Try $500,000. Ronaldo also knows how to get around in style, and as we've seen with some of the cars in his garage, he's not afraid to shell out the big bucks. He's the proud papa of a Mercedes-AMG GLE 63, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Porsche 911 Turbo S, an Audi RS7, a Lamborghini Aventador, a Maserati Gran Cabrio, and a Bentley Continental. The list goes on. His cheapest car is his Chevy Camaro, which is worth less than $50,000, while his most expensive, the Bugatti Chiron, ran him about $3 million. But when he's not weaving in and out of traffic, Ronaldo is sailing the seven seas. And although he's chartered yachts like the Africa for some serious cash, he also owns the 90-foot-long Azimut Grande, which he bought for $7 million in 2019. This yacht comes with 5 luxury cabins, 6 full bathrooms, and a modern kitchen. Both Ronaldo and his fiancée Georgina love to post photos from the Azimut Grande, and boy do they look happy lying in the sun all day, while Ronaldo rests his legs before the next big game. And then there's his private jet. Ronaldo purchased a Gulfstream G200 in 2015 for a whopping $24 million. The jet can reach speeds of 560 miles per hour and can get him from his home in Turin to his home in Madeira in less than 6.5 hours. Talk about service. The G200 was released in 1990 and only 250 were ever made, making Ronaldo one of the lucky few to wave down on the rest of us from high in the sky. Whether he's snatching up homes around the world or slapping some serious ice on his wrist, Cristiano Ronaldo knows how to spend his money. But what do you think? Are there any celebrities who spend more than Cristiano Ronaldo? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Remember to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to Insane Luxury if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.